Every year, people set new resolutions for all sorts, whether that's read more books, go to the gym, or eat better food. Much like everyone else, I was sitting writing out my 2025 resolutions when I thought, why don't I do these for gaming as well? So these are my 2025 gaming specific resolutions and how I'm going to track them. I've left enough room for experimentation throughout the year so that these goals don't lock me in and make my gaming experience worse, especially for something that I've not tried before, and I can always refine them in the years to come. The objective of this resolution is to simply play more. Play more games, play more platforms, play more genres, just play more games, spend more time playing games. If you're anything like me, when you were growing up, you were told games probably aren't the best thing to be spending all your time on and there's maybe more important things to do. I've since come to the conclusion that now I'm an adult, I actually get to make these choices for myself and decide what's important. However, I do still find these thoughts creeping into my head from time to time. So setting this objective of actually just setting out more time to play games is going to relieve some of that guilt from my mind. Another thing that also prevents me from playing games sometimes can be the thought of, oh, I've really got something else I should be doing, whether it's uni work or something around the flat or, day-to-day life responsibilities. So part of this resolution is that I'm gonna take care of all these responsibilities to leave my mind free for gaming time so I can be focused, not distracted, and not feel so guilty about it. This, on top of freeing myself from being stuck to any sort of genres or platforms, hopefully means that I will complete more games this year and I'll just get to spend more time doing something that I really enjoy. The way I'll track this is through the game log, which is just a very, very simple spreadsheet of what I've been playing and when, with maybe a quick rating. I've had much more complicated systems, but I never kept up to them and they just ended up being useless. So we're sticking with a simple list and hopefully that will help me keep track. My next resolution is to play with intent. Much like the above resolution, it is also to help me game more, but this time with an objective. I've found that trying to complete challenges brings another layer of complexity and enjoyment to gaming for me. It's something that I'm not used to. Growing up as an only child in the house, if I got stuck on a game, that was it. There was no one there to help me, so playing on easy was the way to go. However, recently, as obviously I've gotten a bit older and I've realised that I'm quite capable at completing harder games, I've definitely practiced for long enough that introducing that element of challenge and skill is actually making games a lot more enjoyable and is opening up a whole other avenue of things that I might want to try and play. A couple of recent examples would be I 100%ed Spider-Man on the PC, which obviously isn't a very difficult game to do it for, but it was the first time I've done 100% completion, so it was quite satisfying to tick that box off. And I've been playing a lot of Black Ops 6 as well, so working towards prestige on that has been a nice challenge, especially with friends to compete against the leaderboards. It's kind of made me want to jump on the computer a little bit more. So because of the enjoyment that these challenges have given me, I want to challenge myself to play games with goals in mind this year. Play with more intent to get better at both competitive and casual games. Of course, we must prioritise fun over challenges. If I am playing a challenge or I'm doing a challenge that isn't bringing me any enjoyment, it's maybe bringing me down past the usual point of frustration and, perseverance that makes a challenge worthwhile doing, then I will scrap it and we won't be doing it, because at the end of the day, I'm doing these things to have more fun, not have less fun. These challenges I'll probably just track, whether it's in game achievements or I'll put it in my game log. I have a game journal where I just write down my thoughts and stuff. I'll probably just keep track of them in there, and then if I ever need to show you guys what I've been up to, then I've got that available. My final resolution is to play then share. Not to be mixed up with play to share, which is the complete opposite of what I'm trying to do. The original reason I made this channel was to join in on the gaming discussion that I saw taking place on YouTube and to share my experiences and my opinions on what I was playing. Through making content, I have found that it could be very, very easy to fall into the other direction, that I imagine a lot of big channels experience much more severely than I do, just being a little channel. But that problem would be to not play things and share what you've been up to, but to think of content you want to make and then play things just to make that content. I think that would ruin my gaming experience, to be honest, and it would turn a hobby into a task when really it should all just be a hobby, because this YouTube thing is for me. If you guys watch, that's a bonus, brilliant, hello, but at the end of the day I'm just doing it because I enjoy it and I enjoy the process. So need to be really careful not to mix these things up and end up turning it on to something that just makes me feel bad at the end of it instead of happy with what I've achieved. That being said, the resolution is here to play then share, because I have found that sharing my experience on YouTube, even though I've only uploaded a couple of videos, I've loved it. It not only has kind of given me some new skill sets, I can now kind of edit a video and mess around with a little bit of audio, not very well as I'm sure you can see, but we're getting there. But it also makes me think about games in a better way, so I'm now thinking about game mechanics, player experience, the development, the technology, all those things. I'm thinking about them deeper because I'm contributing to this discussion on YouTube and not just listening to it. So I definitely want to keep it up because I'm really enjoying it. So if any of you are halfway interested and want to see what random games I'm playing, it won't be anything up to date, I promise. We will not be following trends. Please subscribe and catch you in the next video for hopefully something I've been playing and not just me rambling for a bit. So please let me know down below, carry on this discussion, if you've got any 2025 gaming resolutions, and if you don't have any, why don't you have any? Might be a very valid reason. I'd love to hear what you've got to say. Catch me down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next one.